I'm from Cairuni. Since it's tomorrow's World International Women's Day, I have a question to ask you. Is it any way, or are there any way or means you can enhance the women in the hinterland community?
Yes, that is what we have been working on now. You know, probably from your own experience, you know, that we have gone a very, very far way in looking after the social aspect, not only of women, but the people within the interior community. We have built schools, secondary schools. We have provided our children with school books, so forth. We are allowing our girl children to go to school, and we are encouraging parents to keep their children in school by taking the economic pressure off of them. That's one. This program that we have is now to try to improve the village economy. And you would have probably noticed that in many, many villages, we work with the villages to see what they need to improve their capacity, their productivity and production in the interior areas. We have been giving them tractors with plows, helping with transportation, many, many areas in that area. The opposition, unfortunately, had cut the budget. That's one of the things in the last budget that they cut out of the budget with these economic programs. But we have also set up some small loans to be able to lend women and other business people in the interior so that they can also create their own jobs. I myself was in Aishalton a few weeks ago, and I was very surprised to see the entrepreneur nature of many of the women there. I was surprised to go and eat in a restaurant in Aishalton, a fairly good restaurant in Aishalton run by a woman. She also has cattle. She has a small ranch. She supplies some of the school with meat. She buys a lot of peanuts from people in the area. And we have been working with her and others in these areas to help them to try to get appropriate technology in order to increase their production and productivity. For instance, peanuts. The Rupununi produce a lot of good quality peanuts. But a lot of the business places in Georgetown don't want to buy them because they buy them in the whole shell and everything, and they import these nuts from abroad. But we are now trying to help to get equipment, technology, so that they can peel the nuts, peel off the red skin from the nuts. That will help them to be able to store more because they don't have to be stored with shell. It will help them to transport more to the market, and it will help them to earn more because they're delivering clean nuts instead of nuts within the shell itself. So we have created a lot of small business. We have small business bodies that can help and advise women and business people generally in this area how they can improve their businesses. And apart from that, we've had other programs too to help women, not only in the interior, but right across the country. But it's open to women in the interior as well. The Women of Worth program, for instance, is a very, very good program where we've gone to arrangement with the banks to lend women who want to go into business. They have a good idea, they want to get into business, but they don't have the collateral. And we have worked with the banks to bring down the interest rates. And because of our tax incentive that we use with the banks, for them not to charge heavy interest rates on these loans and so forth, that they help women to develop their capacity to be successful. And they can grow from micro business to eventually to medium and very big business. Many of the big business in the world today started out as small micro business. Some started in garages, some started in backyards, in the kitchen and so forth. And so now some of them have grown to be multinational business in the world today. So that is what I dream about, to see our women developing their capacity and that they now can also be involved in business, and they can stand their ground in business with anyone else, and they can be very successful in this regard as well. And I'm very confident that that will happen in the not too distant future. If you look at our university, we'll see that a lot of the business students and management students in the university are women. And you never had so much of women studying at higher levels of institution in business subjects and in other subjects in the profession as we've had today. So I have every confidence that the foundation that the government is laying, apart from all the infrastructure that we're putting in place, will certainly facilitate the rapid growth of more business headed by women in our society.